When people talk about Motown, a handful of names instantly come in mind. The Supremes, The Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, The Miracles, and of course, Martha and the Vandellas. Their timeless hits became the soundtracks of a generation and helped transform Detroit into the music capital of America. But behind those unforgettable harmonies was a singer whose contributions has often been overlooked. A woman whose powerful voice helped shape some of Motown's greatest recorders. Yet despite helping create music that stood the test of time, her name is rarely mentioned alongside the legends she performed with. She was part of the most important chapters in Motown history and also being part of Martha and the Vandellas and the Velvelettes. She was one of those forgotten voices behind some of Motown's biggest moments. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Betty Kelley. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on September 16, 1944 in Othello, Alabama. As a child, her family moved north to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Before the world knew Betty Kelley, she was simply a young woman with an extraordinary love for music. Growing up during an era where gospel, rhythm and blues, and doo-wop was shaping American culture, she developed a strong singing voice and a passion for performing. Detroit was exploding with musical talent and ambitious singers from across the countries who dream of joining the city's rapidly growing music scene. Few could have imagined that one opportunity would place Betty at the center of one of the most influential record labels in history. When she decided to chase a career in music, she initially started off as an original member of the Velvelettes. The group was founded back in 1961 by Bertha McNeil and Mildred Gill. They were students at Western Michigan University. Mildred recruited her younger sister Carolyn, who was in the 9th grade, and she asked her friend Betty Kelley, who was a junior, to join them. Bertha also recruited her cousin Norma Barbie, who was a freshman at Flint Junior College. Carolyn was chosen to be the group's lead singer. A classmate at Western Michigan University, Robert Bullock, who was a nephew of Berry Gordy, he encouraged the group to audition for Motown. And when they did, they impressed the executives enough to sign a deal with them in late 1962. The group's first singles was There He Goes. He has left me. Now just watch. And That's the Reason Why. They make you cry. That's the reason why. These songs was produced by William Mickey Stevenson. While the group awaited a chance at stardom, they recorded for many producers, some of whom later re-recorded their songs, including fellow label mates Martha and the Vandellas and the Supremes. The Velvelettes finally got that break in the spring of 1964 thanks to a young producer, Norman Whitfield, who produced Needle in a Haystack. This song peaked at number 45 on the pop charts. And he also produced that follow-up record, He Was Really Saying Something. This led the group to spend a lot of time on various of Motown sponsored tours as a supporting act. In September of 1964, Betty Kelley officially left the group to join Martha and the Vandellas. Kelley joined what would become the most famous lineup of the Vandellas. Betty Kelley replaced one of the original members during the pivotal period for the group's career. Stepping into an already successful act is no easy task, Kelley's harmonies helped maintain the signature sound that the audience came to love. Kelley's years with the group coincided with one of Motown's most successful eras. Although Martha Reeves remained the lead vocalist, the strength of the Vandellas came from the precision and power of their harmonies. During this period, the group recorded and performed songs that became cultural landmarks, including I'm Ready for Love, which peaked number 9 on the pop charts and number 2 on the R&B charts. Nowhere to Run, which peaked number 8 on the pop charts and number 5 on the R&B charts. Your face I see, every step I take, you take with me. My Baby Loves Me, which peaked number 22 on the pop charts and number 3 on the R&B charts. Oh, yes, he does. Dancing in the Street, which peaked number 2 on the pop charts and number 8 on the R&B charts. Wild One, which peaked number 34 on the pop charts and number 11 on the R&B charts. And Jimmy Mack, which peaked number 10 on the pop charts and number 1 on the R&B charts. These songs wasn't just simply chart hits. They became part of American history. Dancing in the Street particular evolved into an anthem that symbolized celebration, community, and social change. Betty Kelley played an important role in bringing those recordings to life on stage and in the studio. In August of 1967, Kelley was unfortunately fired from the group due to her poor cooperation with Reeves, and also Kelley was expecting a child with the group's bass player, Tracy Wright. Kelley was replaced by Martha's younger sister, Lois Reeves, and the group then changed their name to Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. After her Motown years, Kelley moved to California, where she worked for a savings and loan association until her retirement. When Kelley left the music industry, she became partially deaf in one ear. In 1995, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Vandellas. She remains connected to her Motown family. While her name may not always appear in the headlines, Kelley helped create the music that transcended generations. That's a legacy that few artists ever achieved. Without those voices, many of Motown's greatest records simply would not sound the same. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Martha and the Vandellas? While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.